Good morning. Coming to you from ascending Pilot Mountain in western North Carolina, not to be confused with the Pilot Mountain in North Carolina, central and north central North Carolina. It's confusing. I've put together a connection of trails in the Shining Rock Wilderness and the surrounding area. Whew, I'm out of breath already. And I'm going to be taking on quite a few summits today. Pilot, Sassafras, Silvermine, Black Balsam, Tenet, Grassy Knob, and Shining Rock. And potentially a couple others down the Old Butt Trail, or the Old Butt Knob Trail, I should say. It's about 25 miles that I put together and pushing 7,000 feet of elevation. Woo, I'm out of breath. But I might continue a little further on Old Butt Knob Trail, which would give me a couple other summits, but it's an extra 10 miles. So at this moment, I don't know if I'm going to stay overnight and tackle more tomorrow, or if I am going to just make this a one-day push the body trip. I'll figure that out as I go today. But quite a few summits and a good connection of trails here in the Pisgah National Forest in western North Carolina. Going to see some beautiful views today. All right, let's get it done. Pilot Mountain is a doozy. Somebody remind me why I'm starting with this one. Oh yeah, I remember. Because I can. Yeah. So I'll talk more about it as the day progresses. But basically what I've done is started at the Art Lobe Trail. I think it's called Gloucester Gap. Up Pilot Mountain, Sassafras. And then across the Blue Ridge Parkway, go up Silvermine Mountain, and it connects with the Mountain to Sea Trail there. And I continue going up the Art Lobe over Black Balsam and Tenet, and then I take a right on the Old Butt Knob Trail and go up. Well, actually, I go Grassy Knob first. Sorry, Grassy Knob after Tenet, and then I take a right, going east on the Old Butt Knob. That's such a funny name. The Old Butt Knob Trail. I'm still 5 years old. Old Butt Knob Trail, going up Shining Rock, and then there's a couple other summits that I might go on before heading back to East Fork to, oh man, slips my mind right now. It begins with an I. There's a name in Florida called Iverness, and I keep wanting to call it that. It's not what it is. But then I go down that one until it intersects with the Graveyard Ridge, and I take the Graveyard Ridge down to Mountain to Sea back to Art Lobe, back to the car. I might put that Old Butt Knob Trail in there for those other summits, which could add 5 to 10 miles on as well. So it's a nice figure 8, use of quite a few trails in Shining Rock. Going to get some epic views along the way, and a good old grinding out for the body. I can't wait. But am I at the top of Pilot yet? This is the one, if you've seen the video where I was going to do the yo-yo of Art Lobe, but I was also doing recon on a wildfire that was out here in Shining Rock Wilderness. This is the one I had to turn around and go back because I was so sick, my stomach, I couldn't do it. First time in years that I've had to turn around and go back. So looking forward to bagging this one again. I've already bagged it before, but bagging it again since it beat my butt last time. Guess you can't win them all. At least I recoup from that horrible stomachache. But get up Pilot. There's some great views up there. Can't wait. was just over there. Branch just tied me up. Looks like a summit, but it's not. It's kind of like a little false summit. Then you dip down just a little bit, and then you start coming up these zigzags again. They're too short and too steep to be called switchbacks to me. They're just little zigzags up this ridge. Just goes doom, 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 doom. It's like the third set of them. And then there's one more set before being at the summit of Pilot. Less than 2 miles in 1,400 feet of elevation so far. It's funny that by the time I get to the top of this, I'll be like 1/4 of the way for elevation for the day. And only like 2.5 miles. Like 1/10 of the distance. That shows how steep Pilot is right off the bat. It's a good way to wake you up. Make the heart pound, make the stomach hurt a little. Not fair. He has a lot more legs than me. Hey guys, how you doing?
Good. It's getting to be a busy point here.
The beautiful views. And lots of bugs. That over there is where I'm heading. I believe that one might be, I think that is either Sassafras or Silver Mine. It's probably Sassafras would be the next one. And I believe that big one over there that you see humped up, the dome, that is Black Balsam Knob. Be there in a few miles. Standing on the summit of Pilot Mountain. It was a grind. Kicked my butt harder than it usually does, but that's okay because I made it to the top, soaking wet in sweat. Ooh, that rhymed. Over here is to the east. This is the trail coming up. And down here is to the west. And that dome right over there is Black Balsam Knob. Beautiful views. The first of many and the first summit of the day. Pilot Mountain is in the bag. Ooh, nice. Standing on the summit of Sassafras Knob. Close in on this side. Close in here too, but you can see where I'm heading. Over here to Black Balsam and Tennant and Silver Mine. It's beautiful. A lot of open views over there. But the second summit of the day, Sassafras Knob, is in the bag. I forgot how much of the climb for Silver Mine is before you actually get to the Blue Ridge. It's just a steady, not too steep. At times it can be steep, but just a steady up. Silver Mine is almost 6,000 feet. I think it's like 5,970 or something like that. So just have a few hundred more feet. Once you cross the Blue Ridge Parkway, once I cross the Blue Ridge Parkway, however you want to say it. And then there's some like steps and scrambles involved, I believe, if I remember right, to get to the summit. And then once you're there, or once I'm there today with this route that I'm doing, that's the majority of the climbing. There'll still be some more climbing, but a little ups and downs because you'll be up about 6,000. I don't know why I keep saying you'll. I'll be up about 6,000, and then you're just ridge lining a lot and climbing to the summits from the ridge. So it's definitely not as brutal as Pilot and Silvermine is. By the time I'm done with this, I'll probably be 3,500 or 4,000 feet of elevation already by the time I get to this summit. It's getting me good today. I think it's humid. I think that's why it's happening. Why it's getting me a little bit more in the lungs than usual. But I like to push my body. It's summit day. Here's where the trail comes out to the Blue Ridge Parkway, which is currently closed right here. Going that way, about 2 or 3 mile section is closed, and right up here is the summit of Silvermine. Almost forgot where I was. But there's a big landslide down here. Can't really see it anywhere, but I've heard some machinery, some big, road construction type of vehicles in the distance traveling on the road today. So they're definitely working on it, that's for sure. Just coming over here to see if there's a little overlook here before continuing on. Oh yeah. It's beautiful. All right, so here at the crossing over Blue Ridge Parkway, I came down from there. I think it goes up right here. Yep. Nice stone steps to finish out the summit of Silvermine. Right here at this moment, I am 5.7 miles and 3,200 feet of elevation. Should be close to 4,000 by the time I get to the top. And this whole trek that I put together is only 6,500. So I'll only have 2,500 left in the next 18 miles. So definitely the majority of it is right here in the beginning. A lot of rain last night has a lot of the trail soaked in areas, especially up high. Nothing like the swamp though, so I'll take it. Whew, there's some steps. Whew. Standing on the summit of Silver Mine Bald. As you can see, it's not very bald. It's hard to get to. It's a little off the trail, and there's no trail that leads to the summit. So you just kind of have to bushwhack through some things and kind of find where the spot is on the map with GPS. And this is the spot. Doesn't look like there's anything over there that's any more open, so this must be it, because I'm right dead on the summit, according to the map. So the third summit of the day, Silver Mine Bald, is in the bag. The types of forest above 5,000 feet, and especially at 6,000 feet, is just amazing and astonishing how beautiful it is up this high. I mean, I love all types of forest, which y'all know. Every time it changes, I fall in love with a different type of forest. But when you're up this high and the types of trees and pines and the smells, oh my goodness, the smells. It's amazing. Just absolutely amazing. Here's where the MST goes. They've been running together through Silver Mine. This is how I'll be coming back, making the figure 8. And then the rest of the trail, I'll just be duplicating, going the other direction. Climbing up the last part of Black Balsam right now. Or getting ready to. This is just a stone path because, you know, it came from the road. Oh, actually, you probably didn't see the road on the video. I just crossed a road. That's where that sign was for the Black Balsam access. There was a whole lot of cars there, which means there's going to be a whole lot of people. Oh, well. Right ahead of me there is the false summit of Black Balsam. The summit is off to my right here. As soon as I get past these trees, it's right there. Less than half a mile to the summit. Most of the climbing's been done. Commence beautiful views. It's the full summit. These beautiful views all around. Whew, it's gorgeous. That right there is the trail leading up to the summit here. That's a false summit right over there. Sometimes you just gotta turn around and look in your rear view. That is beautiful. Signage for the Art Walk Trail. Standing on the summit of Black Balsam Knob. I'm on some ridgy rocks here, hard to turn around like I normally would. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous views. People tenting over here. I don't blame them. One more time around. And the beauty. Gorgeous. And Black Balsam Knob is in the bag. Have I ever told you I love the mountains? Beautiful. I'm looking for some water. Still have a little bit left, but I was rationing that out because I haven't ran into any water yet except for what's on the trail and muddiness and so forth. And then I ran across this. Like, wow, that's pretty clear. And I hear this over here. A little bit of running water back there. That'll work. That's all I need. Right there is the summit of Tennant Mountain. See little itty bitty people standing up there. Great views up there from both sides as well. It's just a really open area. You gotta love this area. It's really wet right now in between these two mountains. Reminds me of New Hampshire and Maine. Oh, cut around. Standing on the summit of Tennant Mountain, the 5th summit of the day. One of my favorites with the views. Actually, so far, definitely my favorites because it's 360, baby. We're up 6,000 feet, so as you can see, some of these trees have not turned green yet. The green runs up to about 3,000 and 4,000 feet, I've noticed. This should come in another 20, 30 days, and this will just be absolutely beautiful everywhere. I mean, it is already, but even more beautiful then. But then again, fall will be more beautiful. So it's all beautiful, just in different ways. Oh, but Tennant Mountain, what a gorgeous summit this is. You can see down there is Looking Glass Rock, and over there is Mount Pisgah, all of which I have summited and on video on my channel. Here, Black Balsam Knob. What a beaut. One more time. And Tennant Mountain is in the bag. So I just came to another split. Graveyard Ridge goes off that way somewhere. This is the Art Lobe right here. And this is a trail that leads to the summit. trail closed due to erosion, in case you can't see that. When I was creating this trail, on all trails, splicing all these trails together, it kept trying to get me to stay on the art lobe here and go around the mountain, and then once I get on the other side of the mountain, backtrack to the summit. I'm like, why does it keep doing that? That doesn't even make sense. There's a trail that goes right through the middle, and I don't have to go all the way around it and then back up. Well, now I know why. The trail that goes to the top is closed. So I'm assuming I could get through on the other end since it was trying to get me to do that. But I'm gonna find out as I go all the way around this mountain and then backtrack just so I can summit and put it in the bag. Oh well. My phone was out of juice and I was right next to the summit. So I had to run up there real quick and touch it. Grassy Cove top. I'm a little bit down from it now. I think I have like 6%, but enough to call it out for the 6th mountain of the summit of the day, and 1 or 2 left. I don't know about Flower Knob yet, if I can get up to it, the summit, or not. I might just wrap around it, but Shining Rock I should be able to get to, and Grassy Cove top is in the bag. Absolutely beautiful open area here. Way over there is Mount Pisgah. Telling you, it's the mountain you can see from all over the place within like a 50-mile radius, it seems like. Climbing up over this, and on the other side of that is Shining Rock, which I seen from a distance, some of the white shining granite rock that leads to the summit. Good grief, it's beautiful. I can't wait to climb that. What a perfect ending for summit day. Hello, bird. Here's the first evidence today of the wildfire that hit Crusoe, that they shut the Shining Rock Wilderness down. It was closed until they were able to get that out, which took a couple weeks because it was so dry. But looks like it came right up here to the trail. First time I've seen that today. Looks like it's pretty good right here, but I'm in Shining Rock Wilderness in the epicenter of it, so Crusoe's right below us. I could definitely understand why they'd have to shut it down. Art Lobe goes over there. Old Butt Knob Trail goes here. Different trails here. There's this one, and then this one. This one goes up to the summit. Yeah, this is beautiful. This granite. But I have no idea if I'm actually on the trail. It looks more like a trail than anything else I've seen. But nothing's marked here. And unfortunately, I just lost my signal, so I can't really see if I've deviated or not, but I think this is it. Good God, I'm getting caught on everything now. All these little trees. Whew. What a climb for the last one of the day. So I was right there, big old granite rock wall right there that I could climb up. And I came through that little section here because I seen this over here. This looks more reminiscent of a trail. But I do know before, the map went out where I can't see, it was like two different trails that kind of came together right here. So that might have been what that just was. But look at these rocks. Oh my goodness. That's gorgeous. The contrast is amazing. In the Sierra, you have a lot of white rock and such, granite, marble, whatever. But everything's white out there, so it doesn't look as contrasting as this. This is amazing. Beautiful. Oh boy. Standing on the summit of Shining Rock. What a beautiful display of granite rocks. Look at this. There's no views up here, but you don't need them when you got that. 6,000 feet plus in the air for my 7th summit of the day and my final. Whew. What a gorgeous but trying hike up to this mountain. A lot of might as well been bushwhacking, even though there was a trail, and sometimes I didn't know where the trail was, and a little bit of scrambling. Perfect way to end the 7th summit of the day. And Shining Rock is in the bag. All right, so I am set up in camp right off the trail. Tents everywhere. Right here, some trickling water on the other side of that fire pit. Tents are everywhere. Oh my goodness, it's way too busy for this guy. I don't like all these people, but I found a place where nobody was. So I set up and jumped on it right away. But I've already eaten, filtered my water, got everything set up, ready to lay down and relax. And I don't know, probably put my video together for the day. And so it's all ready to export when I get out of here tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a much easier day. It's about 5,500 feet of elevation, 7 summits. It's a great day. I loved it. Tomorrow will be going down kind of in the valley, so be great views, but not much climbing. Looking forward to going out in a different way on the graveyard ridge and seeing the graveyard fields, amongst some other things. So I'm going to get some rest and get at it early in the morning. And I hope you all have a great night. And remember, live life.